A famous quote by Yogi Berra: "If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else." It is just another incredibly beautiful day in Houston. I don't think people realize, they complain about the summer heat. Maybe it's like 2 months out of the summer that it's hot. I have to admit, like August does get a little bit hot, but the rest of the year it's like beautiful like this. I mean, look at the blue sky behind me. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. One of the very important reasons for making goals in your life is so that you can actually focus on something positive. So making a goal, like for example, I want to post 364 vlogs this year. Making that post puts me in a productive, positive mindset, right? Instead of thinking about what I don't have, how terrible life is, how awful my day is going, I'm focusing my mind on trying to produce some content. It's positive, it's proactive, it's active, it's productive, and then it keeps your mind in that spot, right? A few episodes ago, I talked about thoughts lead to feelings, lead to actions. So creating goals is about positive thinking. It's about putting your thoughts into action and visualizing the future in a positive way. My goal is to run a 10K 4 days a week. To think about that, that's good. To do it is even better. Nothing is easy. If you're looking for something easy, forget about this because trying to change is not easy. I'm here with Michael Cohen. He's the division chair of the HEC Media Arts Department, which covers the filmmaking, the audio recording, and the music business. So I wanted to ask him, Michael, do you have any goals for 2022?
I do. The first goal is that the pandemic will finally go away and we can have our students back in the classroom and in the soundstage, the studios, and we can have them all working together where they're putting their hot little hands on the gear. So that would be goal number one. Goal number two is that when the pandemic has finally gone away, we can actually reliably start to plan some big things for the programs. We can have big public events. We can reinvigorate our partnerships with the Houston Film Commission, Southwest Alternate Media Project, Women in Film Texas. I can go on. And I was just talking to Erik about the possibility of creating some event in partnership with local content creators for YouTube. So there are all these dreams that we had that we were about to launch just before the pandemic squashed us. So that's a big goal, that when the pandemic is finally passed, we can start all that up again.
Now, Michael, this video is a lot about, training your mind to think about the future and having those goals that actually focuses you to focus on the future. So if you look back 10 years from now, 10 years from today, did you envision that you'd be here today 10 years ago?
Did I envision that I would be the division chair 10 years ago?
or something like that, like what was your vision 10 years ago?
Let's see, 10 years ago, 2011, 2012. Well, as you know, 2011, 2012, my goal was to launch a feature film project, which I did in the next couple of years. That was my first goal.
Yeah, and I remember that, and that was awesome because you used the HEC students, right?
That's right,
and it was called Sacrifice?
Yes, it was.
And it made the festival rounds?
Yes, it did.
And it was awesome. Yeah, I remember that. So that's really cool because that was part of your vision and you accomplished that vision. Now, let me ask you one more question. 10 years from today, what do you see for yourself?
10 years from today, if I'm not still working at HCC, my hope is that I'll be writing. I mean, because one of the things I miss most is having the time to write. I was writing screenplays regularly before I got involved in academics, and the job of chair is so consuming that I haven't had time to do that. So I actually look forward to having the time to write again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Michael. Just take a second and take a look at where you're at. What's your current situation? Then take a look at where you came from. What was it like? How were you living 10 years ago? Now, take a look at where you want to be in 5 years. Where do you want to be in 10 years? What do you want your life to look like? And just visualize that. That's like positive thinking. I mean, everybody wants to be in a better spot, right? I mean, I would love to live in a beautiful home, have a yacht, have a Tesla. And it's easy to dream of those things. And then the next step, of course, is what are you going to do? These are the action steps. What are you going to do to be able to achieve that vision that you want in 5 or 10 years? Okay, I'm here with Dr. Chi. She has a very successful practice in the West Chase district, and it's called West Chase Dentist, right?
Right.
So westchasedentist.com. She's very successful. Dr. Chi, what is your, I'm talking about goals. So what is your vision? Like, how do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I'll still be practicing part-time doing sleep dentistry and digital dentistry. I'm going to turn over the rest of my practice to my daughter, who would, just be hopefully very successful too.
So, like, if looking at the past 10 years ago, did you see that you'd be here today 10 years ago?
I did, but I arrived to this stage sooner than I thought.
Do you think goal planning is very important?
Absolutely. I don't do yearly goals. I do like weekly, monthly goals. I have the big goal, and then I have the many little ones that I am constantly staying on top of.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Chi. Today I had the wonderful opportunity to meet with Michael Cohen from the Houston Community College Filmmaking, Audio, and Music Business Program. I got to meet with Dr. Chi from West Chase Dentist, and they got to share with me their vision and their goals for the future. Now remember, they wouldn't be where they are today if they didn't have a vision and a goal for their life. Can you picture where you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? If you can't, sit down, close your eyes, and picture where you'd like to be. I mean, make it up. Have fun. This is what we used to do all the time when we were little kids. I don't know if you remember, but I remember when I was a kid, like in kindergarten, I would get together with my friends and we would pretend we were somewhere else. We would have these visions of all these wonderful things. I remember I wanted to be a stuntman and a scientist. Of course, I'm not there today because, of course, things change over time. You get socialized, you get educated, and then you get shown what you should be doing. I have a vision for this year to complete 364 vlogs. I also have other goals that I'll be sharing with you little by little, like my running 10K 4 days a week. I got one in yesterday. Today I'm taking the day off. I am teaching Aikido tonight. I'll be doing my weighted pull-ups and my shoulder exercises and my rock climbing. And then tomorrow I'll try to get in that 10K. If you have a vision for your life, pop it down in the comments. Let me know. That might help you stay more accountable. Then, after you have that vision, after you see where you want to be, come up with an action plan of how to get there. And then follow it. Instead of spending 2 hours a night watching Netflix, which I am guilty of doing. I spent so much time wasting my life binging on Netflix episodes. I mean, I enjoy that kind of stuff. It's more of entertainment, but I'm not going to let it run my life. Instead, I invest my extra time into developing those talents that will help me get to where I want to be. So I have a full-time business that I have, and I'm creating these vlogs on the side. So I'm spending 2-3 hours a day extra instead of watching Netflix, putting together these vlogs in order to achieve my goal of completing 364 videos this year. Now, let's see if I do it. I don't know. I might not succeed, but shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars, right? So that's the whole point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember, leave that comment below. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.